I didn't feel on edge like I did with the play-in games, because I think the most important thing for me was that the Phoenix Suns made the playoffs. That was the most important thing for me. What's up, everybody? Skywalking with Wetz podcast. Your boy Wetz here, checking in after game one of the Phoenix Suns versus Oklahoma City Thunder that was played this afternoon. But before we get into all that, please like and subscribe to the video. I know some of y'all are this far. The video just started, so this is just a friendly reminder. Throw in a comment in. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree. April 19th, the Phoenix Suns faced off with the Oklahoma City Thunder in game one of the first round of the NBA playoffs in the Western Conference. And I'll tell you what, it didn't go well for the Phoenix Suns. But you know what? I can't even be upset about it. I can't be upset about it. What do we expect? 1 versus 8. Thunder defending champs. We really had to scrap our way out of the play-in. We did work on the Golden State Warriors. But what's happening is what is supposed to happen, honestly. And at the end of the day, I think I'm just proud of the Phoenix Suns for being in this position. I'm not waving the white flag in any sort. We can't be upset if we get bounced in the first round and we get swept. Is that my expectation? No. Is it a reality? Is it something that could be reality? Absolutely. But with the Phoenix Suns here, okay, people didn't even have us making the playoffs or sniffing the playoffs. They barely had us winning over 30 games. And the fact that we are here in the 8th seed playing the OKC Thunder is something to be proud of as a Phoenix Suns fan. But when it comes down to the matchup with the Thunder, obviously the Thunder are very, very, very deep. They can go 5 in, 5 out at any given time. I was talking with someone today and they were like, honestly, second unit for the Oklahoma City Thunder could be better than some teams in the NBA. And honestly, I would agree with that. With the Phoenix Suns, this is all great experience, especially with the new additions we have, Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks. Mark Williams didn't play today. Honestly, I don't know what the future is for Mark Williams. Malawak got some time today, but it just with the new guys on the block, new coach, new direction in the organization, this playoff series is good for us. Whether it ends badly or in a slight chance, hit a lottery ticket, we somehow upset the Thunder in the first round. So what I'm saying is, I think the experience is good. I watched the game today. I wasn't pressed. I wasn't stressed out. I didn't feel on edge like I did with the play-in games, because I think the most important thing for me was that the Phoenix Suns made the playoffs. That was the most important thing for me. To overcome the odds, to overcome the experts in the NBA and actually make the playoff is a win. And we're here. We weren't here last year. We missed out on it. We missed out on the play-in. I believe that's something to celebrate. The Oklahoma City Thunder are really, 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 really good, and they can make the NBA Finals. I think the Spurs, the Nuggets, I think those are two franchises that can end up and ultimately making it to the finals as well and beating out the Thunder. I don't think the Thunder are just going to run away with the Western Conference and go straight to the finals, but they're the number 1 seed for a reason. And so we can't be surprised and we can't be upset with the fact that most likely we're going to get bounced 4 games, 5 games. I'd love to see us get 2 out of them and push for a 6th game, but we can't be upset with that result. And I would say so far, the season has been a success. But kind of digging into this matchup, I think the biggest thing the Phoenix Suns need to show, in my opinion, as a fan, as somebody who loves sports and somebody who loves the Phoenix Suns and somebody who knows basketball to an extent, is I want to see the Phoenix Suns make the Oklahoma City suffer. And I'm not saying we're going out and injuring people. But what I'm saying is, regardless of the score, I want us to fight, I want us to scrap, and I want the Thunder to feel the sun and know that we're not going to back down. We're going to play them tough. We're going to be on the 50-50 balls on the floor as well. We're going to box out. We're going to get rebounds. We're going to fight for our position. We're going to do all those things and not just roll over and let these guys beat the crap out. Regardless if we win or lose, right? And I love what so this is something that I think is important to my point is, Dillon Brooks said the other day, well, you got the reporter asked, well, you got a matchup against the Thunder, yada, yada, yada. And he said, well, how do you feel about it? And he goes, well, they got a lot of foul baiters over there, so we got to show our hands, but hopefully it's real basketball. But they got a lot of foul baiters over there and stuff like that. That fires me up. And I'm not saying it fires me up to be like, yeah, we're going to win this series, but it's the fact that we're going in with that kind of mentality, right? We have a guy that is already trying to play those psychological games. Before the game today, he didn't give Chet Holmgren the ball, just messing things up for him. Because when you get a number 1 seed and you get a team like the Thunder, they're coming in with their nose up. They're better than everybody. They're the defending champs. They're number 1 in the West. rest. They think people are just going to roll over, whatever the fact may be. We have the guy in Dylan Brooks to kind of get that mental warfare going. Just kind of mess with them a little bit. Try and get them out of their rhythm, trying to get them a little upset and just like whatever it may be. Like that fired me up. And it just had me thinking, maybe that's all the Phoenix Suns need to do this year. That can extend into next year. Just, like, battle with these guys, give them a tough series, and that is something we can build on and go into next year and have some momentum. If y'all remember, like the Pelicans, when the first couple of years, I think it was the first year with Willie Green after he left the Phoenix Suns staff, was the Pelicans were giving the Phoenix Suns, who just came off the finals, they gave us a run in the first round. I think they brought us to 6, maybe 7. I can't remember off the top of my head. But going into the next year, even though they lost that series to the number 1 seed, they had some high expectations because people were like, hey, don't forget how they played at the end of the year. They had some good momentum. Things were clicking. They were just inexperienced, yada, yada, yada. They had some high expectations. Did they meet it? No. But what I'm saying is that could happen for the Phoenix Suns, and hopefully it pays off better than it had for the Pelicans back then, right? Get into this series, be scrappy, be aggressive, like I don't condone the flagrant foul, but like that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Just playing hard all the time. And if we could do that, I would give the Phoenix Suns season an A++. I really would. Because if we come in with that kind of mentality and just no matter what, just being scrappy, be gamer, I would be happy with the series. And today I watched the game and I just was impressed like I was in the play-ins, because it's just awesome to see the Phoenix Suns in the postseason, and it's just awesome to, again, just see us in this position right now. It's crazy how much attention Devin Booker gets. I know he's getting a lot of hate and flack online, especially after the loss to Portland in that 7-8 matchup. But the Thunder are sending 2 at him all the time. And what if we need to win a couple games, some guys are going to have to hit some shots. Honestly, Jalen Green didn't look terrible today. He looked pretty good, in my opinion. People might not like that take. I think he played well. I think, Dylan Brooks obviously brings that kind of energy and brings just that different mentality to win a ball game, that dog. Definitely ISOing a little bit. Sometimes I'm like, why are we settling for a Dylan Brooks fadeaway over the shoulder jump shot? But I mean, those are the kinds of things that can be, cleaned up, but we need some other guys to step up, because no matter what, I think OKC is going to make sure Devin Booker doesn't kill them. I think they're willing to let Jalen Green kind of get those shots, and they'll settle with him taking a one-on-one contested shot over Devin Booker. But anyways, I think that's what we have to do. We have to scrap, and some guys need to step up. But do we have that right now? And realistically, I don't think so. It's interesting to see, with Mark Williams out, these Ja rumors going around. I'm not saying we're trading Mark Williams for Ja. That would be stupid for Memphis, but it'd just be interesting to see what happens this summer, with guys like Mark Williams. I really think, personally, I feel like the Phoenix Suns need a point guard, so Devin Booker can just be the Devin Booker that we grew to love, but CP3 days and that run we made, and even before that, where he had a point guard guy who can create for him. Don't forget what Ricky Rubio was able to do with the Suns and Devin Booker, and that's when Devin Booker really took that step. But I feel like we really need to target a point guard. I don't know if the answer is Ja Morant. I feel like we'd have to get rid of Jalen Green, and I'm not really ready for that. I don't think I'm ready for us departing from Jalen Green. But just watching the game today, I'm like, we really need a point guard. Colin Gillespie, I don't know if it's giving him more minutes and more usage at the PG slot with Devin Booker and Jalen Green out there and Dylan Brooks out there. We're obviously playing small ball, but I think, I don't mind Colin as our backup point guard and bringing a guy in who can really facilitate and create for those other guys. And I don't know if that's John Morant, but it just had me thinking today, I don't know if we keep Mark Williams after this season. Honestly, with Malawak really stepping up, we see Rasheer Fleming, so I assume a guy like Grayson or Royce is definitely going to have to go, because I feel like Malawak and Fleming, we have to give them their shot next year no matter what. We already have Oso to really help out with Malawak there, but, it's just interesting just kind of look at it and be like, okay, I don't know if Mark Williams is going to be a Phoenix Sun. I don't know if Royce O'Neal or Grayson Allen's going to be a Phoenix Sun after this season. I hope Colin Gillespie stays with us, but you just never know. But we really need to get a point guard, because I think if you can put Book at the 3, Jalen Green at the 3, whoever it may be, at the 2 and 3 between those two, and a good point guard with an Oso and Malawak or even a Fleming, I like that would take us to the next level. Devin Booker can't be point Book. And I'm not saying he's not good at creating, but let him be Devin Booker, right? And since we got rid of CP3, he hasn't had a point guard to allow him to be what he's greatest at. And I think that's also an area to where if we have a point guard, it takes attention off him. It takes a little pressure off of Jalen Green. And I just feel like it'd be a great situation. I don't know if I'm ready to part from Jalen Green. I don't think we need to go out and just make a big splash. I feel like we have to let the Jalen Green thing go. But anyways, I digress. You know, I'm just looking for the Phoenix Suns to really just compete this series. I think that's the biggest thing I want. And I saw that today, even though we got breaks beat off of us. But I don't think we're a team that's going to back down. And if we show that all series, I'm proud. Scooby-Doo,